City of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At their own 20-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Pickett to throw on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Steelers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Pickett back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Motion man is Schwartz. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Lawrence. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. Completion good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Fighting his way through contact. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They toss it to Warren. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 3rd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trayvon Walker able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. And Butler Hats looking behind it. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Lawrence. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. Now he's free at the 35. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Pickett. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Lawrence will throw. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That is caught. Jones breaking from the contact. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. Motion man is Schwartz. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. ETN. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all of 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll find short. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there. You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it. And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And Pickett going to move his guys around. On first down, McFarland. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. McFarland once more. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 141 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them, that's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, right back to ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Motion man is Schwartz. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 22-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. Pickett back to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now ETN to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, ETN once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jaguars 27, Steelers 6. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now 2nd and 3. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about